Previously on Dustborn, the party went to Betty's diner and narrowly avoided getting arrested by 2 justice officers. At the abandoned mall, the party had to free the librarian Lottie from a locked security office with the help of her pet raccoon. They then spent their time in the mall playing arcade games and helping caretaker pick a new hat. But Pax noticed that Lottie had a Puritan computer.
My dining standards might have been warped by the menu in Liberty, but doesn't this taste a little burnt?
I am so
It's spaghetti. Burn the meatballs?
Picking out a new hat.
You look fresh to death, CT, and the food's still edible. Don't worry about it.
Thank you for making dinner for everyone, CT.
You're welcome. Why do you all call me CT instead of the caretaker?
That's what we called you in school. It stuck.
Oh. I guess we haven't asked you what you want to be called.
Really? That's remarkably shitty of us.
You can be anyone you want to be, love. How about Mary Poppins?
No, inappropriate.
Is it? The quintessential British nanny seems like a perfect fit to me.
I was thinking Viola, for now. I once read William Shakespeare's Twelfth Night to the children at the facility. They did not enjoy it, but I did, and I liked the name Viola. It suits me. A feminine name, suitable for my original programming and voice.
Well, your programming shouldn't stop you from picking any name you want, Viola. But I like it. It's classy.
Thank you for hosting us here, Lottie. This place is absolutely remarkable.
Yes, how did everyone pass the time? Favorite activity only, please. Bedtime is approaching.
I bonded with the Fairball and went on a vending machine raid, with limited success.
I managed to land a new high score on Galaxy Marauders in the arcade. The arcade upstairs.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I set a new low score. Apparently, it should be impossible to get a negative score, but I found a way.
Maybe an overflow error?
Anyone else?
Well, I enjoyed chatting with you, Lottie, and learning a lot about the carnal relationships between characters on a number of TV shows I've never heard of.
Young lady, what did you spend your time on today? Favorites only. We haven't got all night here.
I loved Viola's fashion show in the hat store.
That was fun. I'm glad I wasn't the only.
Why is that minus?
Even though I'm not a man of fashion or hats, I enjoyed that too. I think I'll head to bed in a minute. It's been a long day.
No practice today, Theo? Don't we have a gig tomorrow?
Practice? Gig?
We're, touring the Republic with a band. It's our cover story. Something everyone should be aware of by now.
Now that is something I would like to see. A real live band in my mall. And since Mr. President's birthday is coming up in a few days, maybe you'd like to give him a private performance?
Hells yeah!
Of course we do.
Pax, your call.
Just give me a save point.
Sure, we could use the practice. Lottie, Mr. President, you're in for a special treat.
We didn't even make a new song yet. I think we only have those 3.
Happy birthday.
This is a new one!
Happy
You can't spring this on me without any warning.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
This is not political. This is just a regular birthday song.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Ah.
Happy birthday to you.
It's only 3,000.
Thanks for coming.
It's such a short song.
The Dustborn.
What a tiny ass song.
Did he like it? I couldn't tell.
Mr. President loved it, and I don't say that lightly. He's usually more of a metalhead.
Right. Time for me to settle down for the night.
Well, whatever. I'll take it. I kind of fucked up one of the long presses, but that's okay.
To bed, Mr. President. You know how you get.
Yeah, some.
What a day. My first Betty's diner, a fucking mall to ourselves.
Meeting a bundle of furry joy.
A close call with justice?
Oh, come on, Theo. I count that as a win. They left, we ate lunch. It could have gone much worse.
We'll file that close call under learning experience. But we need to get our story straight, because next time...
Next time is not today, Theo. Hey, this mattress isn't too shabby for something that's been sitting around for decades.
I hope you don't mind sharing a bedroom with us, Eli.
Oh, I'm used to sleeping in groups. There's no privacy with the riders. Private bedrooms are used for, you know.
Hot sex?
What? No. They're used for timeouts if the younger kids are misbehaving. Hot sex happens in the sleeping halls. Everyone just pretends not to look.
Oh, what was I saying? I just hope there are no bed bugs.
I'm sure the raccoon would have eaten them. Mr. President's not particularly picky when it comes to food.
I'm sorry I missed the arcade experience. How was that, Eli?
Oh, it was the best. Pax flexed her gaming skills. That was fun to see.
It was not.
Oh man, I would have loved to see it.
Viola seems happy with her new hat. I'm glad I had a chance to contribute.
She's exploring her identity. That's great. Justice shouldn't have the final word on who she is. She deserves to be a real person.
Just like Pinocchio.
Okay. I guess.
Hey, if we're not leaving early tomorrow, we should do some more exploring.
We have plenty of time. We're not due in Rangeley, Colorado until Main Street opens.
Main Street?
That's where we're playing. Another bar called Main Street, located on Main Street.
You know what we should do? Make t-shirts and posters. We could sell them at our next gig.
I'm not sure leaving a physical trail across the country is a great idea.
I would wear a Dustborn t-shirt, for sure.
Yeah, maybe I'll design one.
What are you doing?
I'm adjusting the focus. After I messed with the game, the eye's been a bit blurry. I need to get this thing serviced or replaced. Damn it. Without a working eye, I'm useless.
Oh, that sucks. Let's get you a new eye, Z.
Excited to be sharing a bedroom with me again, Z?
As long as you don't snore or fart, I don't miss that at all.
Oh, she still does both. Pax is toxic.
As I was saying.
You seem happy.
It doesn't take much, man. Just one day, just half a day of not having to constantly look over my shoulder, worrying about riders or justice or fucking Puritans. I've even had time to think about my art and my graphic novel. If nothing else, this road trip's providing a ton of material for the book.
Wait, who's snoring?
Who's snoring?
Eli, I guess we should stop talking.
If I stop talking now, I'll also fall.
How are things going with the trash panda? Isn't it past his bedtime?
The what now? Don't you dare insult Mr. President. And things are going splendidly. It'll be hard to say goodbye.
This is a new side of you, Noam.
You're telling me. I hate pets. There's just something about this little guy that melts my cold, cold heart.
So, like I was saying, if I stop talking now, I'll also fall asleep.
Who are you knitting for now?
A gentleman never knits and tells.
I don't think I have any other options. Everyone's been spoken to, and if you don't talk to Eli in time, he will go to sleep before he can say his piece. Did I get everything I needed from this small?
It's getting past my bedtime. See you tomorrow?
You know it.
Where's Theo? Unfortunately, this part has a forced Vox. I don't like it. They really want to force you to use every new Vox you come across, which is very dumb. Wait, what? Could it be? What? There wasn't one here before. "17 out of 10, what? And a sensor. Could be they're trying to give you more just to force you to be able to... I don't know. There shouldn't be any more Voxes, though. No, it's 4 out of something now. I guess they're just giving you a few extras just because they don't want to accidentally trap you in a situation where you don't have enough to advance the story. Is that what's going on? Wait, there's still one more up there. What the hell? Another electromagnet.
We're being infiltrated by
Another sensor. Holy shit, there's so many new things.
Who's there?
Battery cell. There's nothing else. I guess I have no choice but to use Bully, because the game wants to force you to use Vox all the time. At least once per chapter, just to learn it, show it what each new one is like. That is such an annoying way to do it. Come on. At least give us someone who deserves it.
What are you doing up so late?
I couldn't sleep. I think I'm having a crisis of faith, Pax. Ever since you mentioned the cargo again. Time and again, we've been caught unaware by a lack of information. We didn't know about the robot's past, and it hijacked the bus. Eli and Z weren't informed about our cover story, which could have been disastrous at the diner. What if we find ourselves in a situation where knowing what we're transporting could save our lives? It's hard to keep going on just blind faith in the mission when we know nothing about what's on that data key.
So, what do you think we should do, Theo?
I don't know. We could connect it to Lottie's computer. It's Purity hardware. We won't have another chance like this. But we can't betray Nova Scotia's trust. Not after everything they've done for me. Not if it puts our mission in jeopardy.
Stop being weak. You want to just cower here because you're scared of pissing off your boss? You want to let some weird shadow corporation dictate your actions? Or do you want to take a stand and find out what you're risking your life over?
I'm not scared.
Bully gives us the power to force people to do something they might want to do, or to make themselves feel bad about themselves. Seriously, why do you do these fucking tutorials?
There's no point wasting the night with a crisis of faith, when we can do something about it. Let's go, Pax. Let's do this. The door to the security office is locked with her voice. But the thing is, her voice is portable. If we can get a hold of her voice box... I'm going to hell for this.
Any idea about how to get a hold of Lottie's voice box?
This part is all you, Pax.
I can't do it. Jesus is watching.
Maybe check if the door is open first.
Close your eyes and think of England.
We can't get past the raccoon, Mr. President.
Okay, little buddy, just chill. It's me, Pax. Remember? We played you a birthday song earlier. Hey, you hungry? We might be able to work something out. I bring you snacks, you bring me something that belongs to your human mom. You like peanuts, little guy? This is yours if you help me. I need your mom's voice box. Got it? Voice box. You know, the thing she speaks through.
Oh, my other peanuts. Even though it's rotten.
Go get me the voice box. The voice box.
Seriously? Is this really necessary? Oh, these forced box situations, man.
Stupid trash panda.
Glasses? In 2030, they come up with AI voices. Dentures! Bruh.
No, that's not it. The voice box.
Oh, this is...
Worked. The animal understood you.
I don't know what Noam did, but they did something right.
Is that it?
Good boy. Easy as stealing a voice box from a crazy lady living alone in a mall with a pet raccoon.
Please, don't.
We've done it.
Let's just go to the security room and get this over with. We need to return her voice box as soon as we're done. Just speak through the voice box. You should sound just like Lottie.
You. Open door?
Nice impression. Now, let's get this over with. Plug it into that slot.
It's asking for a password.
Try Decorruption Initiative, lowercase with a hyphen.
How do you know that?
That worked. How did you...
I worked in Purity for 10 years, Pax. Click that folder.
What are we looking at here, Theo?
Data. I mean, more like a database. It's a massive archive, but I don't know what this... Try that folder.
More cryptic names. Wait, some of this looks familiar.
What are you two doing in there?
Unplug it, now. Hey, CT. I mean...
Shit.
Viola.
Do we even get any useful information?
Hello. That's okay, so am I. What are you doing here so late at night? In Lottie's office? Where's Lottie? Is she up?
We were just, doing some research for tomorrow, in case we have time to see the sights.
So you want me to vox you too?
You could have simply asked me. I have a large database of roadside attractions.
We didn't want to wake you.
But I don't sleep.
Look at the time. What do you say we all go to bed? Rest up for our big day tomorrow.
If you like. I apologize for intruding. I was just wondering why you were...
Not at all. It was great seeing you, but we're going back to bed now. Pax?
Did I fuck up? 6 months ago? Damn it. Why are there so many bad options, man?
A job? What kind of job?
Well, we've done as much as we can with the equipment I have, but my employers, they have a proposition. They want you to come to Nova Scotia. to continue the work.
Oh, easy. I'll just jump on the first flight and wait, there are no flights, or trains, or even buses.
Right. So they've asked me to put you in touch with someone.
And this someone has a job for me. Doing what exactly?
Bringing something to Nova Scotia. Don't ask me what it is, because I don't know. But Theo's a good man. You can trust him.
So, if I do this job, I get to leave Pacifica and go to Nova Scotia? What happens when I get there?
You get paid. And you'll have a choice. Stay and help with the research, or go, like, anywhere you want.
Sounds too good to be true. What's the job?
Aside from what I just told you, I really have no idea. If you accept, Theo will brief you. There's one more thing.
Of course there is.
They're looking for more anomals to expand the research. Now, I haven't told them about, your friends. If you need to bring someone else on board, they'll arrange for that and pay accordingly.
And if I say no?
We part ways, and maybe we don't see each other again for a while. They're sending me elsewhere. To dig deeper into the origins of the proto-language, there are some interesting cave drawings. I want to take a look at it. Sorry, I know this isn't exactly your field of interest.
Pro-language.
And I know you probably need to get out of here.
Tell me more about your research.
Really? Well, we've been over this already, but I've spoken about how the proto-language contains the building blocks for all language, including your Vox. But there's so much we don't know. Like, that's why we must continue the work, hopefully with more anomals and all the resources available to us in Nova Scotia. I'll be pursuing parallel research into where and when the proto-language originated. We know it emerged independently in different parts of the world over 50,000 years ago. And we've studied cave drawings, runic languages. I believe we're getting close. Language is the foundation for human consciousness. It's how we make sense of the world around us and how we shape it. It's incredibly powerful. And the way anomals are able to use language to change human perception, we've only barely scratched the surface there. Maybe through all of this, we can figure out how the broadcast triggered your vocals, and perhaps find a way to use this to help anomals and make a better world.
Broadcast mysterious employers.
Any new theories about the noise?
The noise?
The broadcast, sorry. Force of habit.
We know the infodemic spread viral disinformation through a wide-spectrum signal broadcast from inside the Republic. I mean, that's the one thing everyone agrees on. And we know the broadcast hit people in different ways. The closer you were to the epicenter, the harder you were hit. It induced paranoia, fear, anger, violence.
Ishmelga.
It triggered a massive mental health crisis. Turned neighbor against neighbor. It divided America. And it created you. Anomals. In a tiny percentage of those exposed, and we have no idea why you specifically, it induced a sort of phonological, morphological, and syntactic metamorphosis. It basically gave you direct and subconscious access to the proto-language in its original form, the language of creation. But, of course, that was 30 years ago, and there's been no new broadcast, no new anomals since the original infodemic. If we can figure out how it happened, then maybe it's all part of our research into the proto-language, and it's fascinating. I'll miss having you in the lab, but perhaps later tonight.
What do your employers want with this knowledge?
We are still trying to figure out how to help people.
Vague.
If the broadcast used the proto-language to package and transmit negative memes and disinformation, perhaps there's a way to do the opposite. I'm not saying a second broadcast necessarily, but use language to improve lives, transmit facts, truths, positive memes. Counteract the original sin, so to speak. Language can be dangerous, as you well know. But in the right hands, if we can use their tools against our oppressors, liberate humanity from the shackles of autocracy, we're idealists, Pax. We want language to be free, not controlled by any single government or entity. But, truth be told, I'm mostly in this for the science.
Using language like that, but still, the problem is, yeah, there's the original broadcast. A lot of people just got completely mind-fucked, huh? But if we were to try to use pro-language to counteract that, would there even be anything of the original personality left afterwards?
How does the meme figure into all of this?
Well, from what you've told me, it's truly one-of-a-kind technology that can translate and rewrite echoes of the proto-language. Well, this could provide us with a whole new perspective of how the proto-language works. I figure this must be something used in the original research and development of the tech used to trigger the infodemic broadcast. It's invaluable, but of great value to you, if you can get your hands on it. Of course, if you take the job, it'll get you back into the Republic. And I'm sure Theo can be persuaded to take a detour into Oregon to get the meme. You'd both benefit financially from it, and we would benefit scientifically.
Wrap up.
I really should get going.
Did you wanna maybe later?
I'm meeting a friend for dinner, but after, sure. Your place?
Yeah. Look, about what I said the other night about maybe seeing if we can, figure out if there's something here, something more permanent in our...
Huh?
Oh no. Not again.
Squids! What are the squids up to? Do they have to fight again? What? Wait. It's a different mall. Is this where it began? Is that the original tree? Before it grew? What? Or no, is it a different tree? I don't know. Wait, why do you still have your harness for your bat in the flashback? What's going on here? This is a different mall entirely, isn't it? I can't tell.
If we're going to concentrate
Wait. No.
linguistics
It's the Mormon Mall.
human knowledge into a centralized hub, we have to call it something.
We can do that once we know how to use it. For all we know, it won't even work.
Oh, live a little, John. The building blocks of language and information. No. The roots of language. Roots?
How about LLP? The Lebanon Language Project.
That's terrible. You want to name this miracle of science after a dinky little town in Kansas.
It's our dinky little town in Kansas, and also the actual location of the Tower of Babel, which is serendipitous. But sure, you come up with something better while I compile the results from our last test run.
Roots, trees, trunks, language. The tree of tongues. How about that?
But it's not... You know what? Sure. Tree of tongues it is. Now can you double check my math on this? I'm too tired to tell if I missed something.
I'll double check your math if you check on our little bundle of joy.
She's not gonna learn her own name if you keep calling her that.
Suddenly interested in names, are we?
Her parents?
Okay, fine. I'm going.
I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, these seem to be her parents. Squid? How do squids get so big later on? What do the squids want with the echoes? Are they trying to make the paranoia situation worse? What the? That guy's a Puritan.
We are axiom, the absolute truth. Paradox is our enemy. Through your words, you serve untruth. Nothing you say is real. You bring chaos to the cosmos.
Wait, those squids work for Puritans?
What are you doing? Get off me. Go do whatever it is raccoons do at night and leave me... What's wrong?
Oh no, are we under attack?
What's that light?
Shit. Guys need to wake up. I don't have enough for a new one yet. I just needed one more. Shit. Yeah, it's possible we're under attack again. Dude! Are they intruding on Republic territory?
Motherfucking shit!
That's not possible. How did they track us down?
These guys were looking for you?
The fuck? Pax? This is not the time, Z. We have bigger problems.
We want to speak with the individual representing this group of unlawful divergence.
Theo?
I have something that might help us, but I need a minute. Keep them distracted.
You have something that belongs to us. Please hand it over, or we will be forced to take it from you. Overseer. Yes, Overseer. She wants to talk to you.
Good morning, everyone. I wanted a chance to chat with you before...
fucking technopipe.
Before things escalate. What did you call me?
Techno-Pope, Overseer.
My title is Overseer. I'm not a pope. I'm a...
Connection issues?
Knowledge. Under my purview.
Overseer? The connection is poor.
Achievements unlike anything you... Retrieved by force if necessary.
Well, that's awkward.
I think we lost her. My apologies. I'll just relay the information myself. What the Overseer
We're giving you a chance to just hand over...
Sorry, Overseer? You go ahead. Oh, sorry.
What was that about the greatest technology?
Stop this nonsense! You absolute imbeciles are lucky we're offering you a chance. By all rights, you should be expunged. The only way to create a peaceful, harmonious society is to cure the disinformation disease and all who are infected. We're not barbarians or murderers, but we have a responsibility to use our technologies and our vast intelligence to set things right, to monitor and censor the use of wrong speak. Still, return our property, including our former employee who will need to stand trial for his actions. And we'll let the rest of you leave.
Why is there a timer?
You're not cooperating. That's disappointing. Fine. Adjunct? Use force.
Shit, how do we beat them all? Oh no, Lottie!
Gotta say, I wasn't expecting to be fighting these guys again.
They have barriers.
guys have so much explaining to do.
I swear they were easier to fight last time.
Don't try to compete with pure force.
What's wrong with pure force? In my experience, it works wonders in a fight.
They're susceptible to the molecular phasing. But much less so. Doesn't bode well for my skills or yours.
I love being a partner to us.
Oh, I can't even. Wow.
Barely making a dent in these guys.
This is not working.
Where's Theo? Didn't he say he had a plan?
I'm sure he'll come through. Just keep fighting.
We can't keep this up forever. Man, you better hurry.
Pax, cover your ears.
What?
Just do it.
A grenade.
Looks like Theo really came through after all.
An EMP.
Eyes on me.
An EMP. You should have known it was sort of underhanded methods.
Oh, now you decide to talk.
Oh, you really think our methods are underhanded?
Progress. Innovation.
Eyes on me.
Do you really believe that, or are you just spitting out empty lines?
Surrender, and I'll answer your question.
We don't do well with ultimatums, buddy.
Stop moving.
Can I continue? We don't do well with ultimatums, buddy.
How about you surrender? That upper hand you have is fading fast.
I would never surrender to the likes of you.
The likes of us are gonna fuck you up.
You're welcome.
You're going to regret saying that in a minute.
You think with all this sci-fi stuff, they'd have more fun with it.
Crap.
Surprise!
They're called the Puritans. The name is fun.
We're on a divine mission to cleanse the world of infectious and corrosive.
You're on fire!
We're on a divine mission to cleanse the world. That's cheating. You're using our technologies against us.
Preparation is half the battle, bitches.
Well, you just played your one card, and we brought more resources.
Adjunct. I've been informed that local law enforcement is approaching. You need to leave now. We can't afford to be exposed.
This is our chance. We need to go.
We found you once. We'll find you again.
We will use deadly force if necessary.
Shit.
Kids, and hurry. The Mormon Guard are here. I called in a favor. They'll leave us an opening to get to the bus, but we don't have much time.
Use one cops to fight the other, huh?
Come out with your hands.
Viola, get us out of here.
You got it.
We will use deadly force if necessary.
Was that the entire chapter? Seriously. Man, I feel how many more vocals have I not used in dialogue choices? Because I feel you're going to force me to use each one at least once in the entire journey. That seems to be the rule here, unfortunately. I already used hoax. I had to use bully. So what's left? Cancel. I think cancel and normalize. I think those are the only ones left that I'll have to do. So I have at least 2 more forced voxes I need to deal with.
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but you're the reason I'm going into hiding.
We're sorry about the library. We had no intention.
It's fine. It was time to retire and call in one last favor with the Guard. They were going to run me out of there sooner or later. I know Wasatch County like I know Mr. President's bushy behind. We'll find our way.
Theo's right. We owe you our lives.
You can thank the Mormon
Dad
for that, and the strapping young officer who owed me a favor for taking care of him and his siblings when their fortunes took a bad turn. You folks be safe and don't worry about us. The Weave will take good care of both me and my furry boy. Bon voyage.
So these guys want to solve the issue of the broadcast in their own way, huh?
You never thought to mention the Puritans were after you. And you made all that fucking fuss about a cover story?
I mean, they weren't really after us. They were...
I mean, they...
Let's wait this out.
We know that now, sure. But that's not what we...
The Puritans never leave Pacifica. Until today. We couldn't have anticipated this.
You people are unbelievable. I thought you were all about family. Huh? And keeping no secrets.
Well, we did tell you about the Great Purity heist.
Wait, a heist? On Purity?
Timered.
And how did they track us down?
You guys are so much cooler than I thought.
Cooler, stupider, more suicidal. Welcome to the team.
What matters is we got away.
Oh, that's what matters? Sure, yeah, not that the Puritans are chasing us. That's fine, right?
No, yes, that too, obviously. But now that they've been exposed, they have much bigger problems than us. Diplomatic state-level problems.
Sure, they have governments to answer to, but we're implicated too, right? Not great, Bob.
This is my fault. Last night, I didn't think this through, and I think that's maybe why we're in this mess.
I think the first step is taking responsibility.
I don't need you to play the martyr. We both broke into the mall security office to access Lottie's computer and see what's on the data key we stole from the Puritans.
You did.
So what's
what?
It's encrypted. We didn't learn anything. But we may have exposed our location to the Puritans.
You think?
I know.
You know,
we shouldn't
I've heard
have.
enough. I'm sorry, am I the only one who sees the problem here? You know, that you guys lied to us and put our lives at risk? You know what? Whatever. I need to make a call. I need to make sure my family's okay.
Of all those options, I feel like having Pax take responsibility is the correct thing to do. Own up to the mistake. That's the first step to improving, I think.
Is she mad at us? Feels like she's mad at us.
Honestly, I can tolerate forced Vox if Pax takes responsibility for it. I feel like I can... that's at least the best way to write these kinds of outcomes.
Say, you guys are awesome. You're fighters, revolutionaries, fugitives, and thieves.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello? Hey, hello? Hey, Mom? Mom, is that... Hold on, Yeah, is that you? Is that you? Wait, you sound... Mom? Oh, you're okay. You're okay. I can't believe I got through to you. I've been trying... Yeah. Okay, yeah, yay. And you're safe, right? Are you safe? Good. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Yes, Mom, I know. Yeah.
That was awkward.
Jane of the Void, I give thanks for your protection against those outside the woods. Your sigil guards my family and protects them from evil. For this, you have my eternal gratitude. May your darkness envelop... Jesus! Pax, what the hell are you doing creeping around like that?
I'm just standing here. It looked like you were busy.
Oh, wow, got something to say? I know you think Jane's just a stupid folktale, but she's more than that. Or not just that. I'm not saying all the stories are true, but...
Why is this timed?
I always assumed you'd end up either a devout Catholic or a faithless heretic.
Well, I'm not exactly a voider either. It's not necessarily about believing in her. She brings peace and mercy to the hopeless and suffering. When we left Liberty, praying to she who walks helped me get through it. You know, I believe we should take our comforts where we can get them. Speaking of comforts, I should share the good news. Oh, I got in touch with Mom. She made it out. Together with the other girls. Justice was too slow and they don't even know who they're looking for. Sounds like Annie patched things up with Fred and the others. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but at least she's not on her own. They're keeping their heads low for the time being, bouncing between different communes. After that, who knows what they'll do. I know what to do with myself. She's been my whole life for so long. I'm glad she's okay, but now she's building a new life without me, and it feels...
What if I say A?
I know it's not the same, but we're family. We're all going somewhere we can be safe. I want you there with me. All of you. Noam, Sai, Theo, Eli. A family can be a bunch of anomals on a bus.
Pax, you don't have to keep selling this to me. I get the whole found family thing. And this trip had its ups, not just downs. This is a good team. And it's nice to feel part of something bigger. In Liberty, we built walls to separate us from the outside world. Meeting Lottie, seeing the library, understanding how it all connects to the weave. It's illuminating and inspiring. Anyway, I'm gonna go join the others, hang out a while before we head to Main Street for the gig.
So it's gonna end. This chapter's gonna end with a performance.
Security like? I don't know anything about those guys.
I don't know. I barely remember anything from that night. What kind of stories did you hear?
That the Puritans are like gods, except with advanced technology instead of magic. They can fly, they're immortal, and they wear white spandex suits.
Just like the gods, I guess. Or supervillains.
Also, that they're giant assholes who believe they're smarter than everyone, and that their technology is a solution to every problem in the world.
Tech bro?
Sounds like the Puritans, alright.
Also, that the entire universe is a computer simulation which they control, giving them ultimate power over everyone and everything.
I hope that's just a myth. If they do, we're so fucked.
Also, that
Hey.
So anyway. Also, that they're descended from an ancient race of lizard people from Alpha Centauri, and that they arrived on Earth millions of years ago and bioengineered the human race, and
that's enough about the Puritans, Eli.
Fuck.
Sai. Is that a Muslim name, or...?
Actually, no. My dad's Hindu. He wanted a name that reflected our heritage. It honors a dude named Shirdi Sai Baba.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a Muslim.
I am. Mom's Muslim, and my dad... mostly converted? He keeps a foot firmly in both camps, playing the odds.
I totally get that. At the academy, they had us pray to Jesus, and I still alternate between thank God and thank Bitumen, just to make sure I don't anger any deity.
Huh.
I don't know if deities like it when followers hedge their bets like that.
Sorry for dragging you into this, Eli. It's not exactly what you signed up for.
Don't be sorry. If anything, this has convinced me to stick around for the long haul. Meeting Lottie and learning what she stands for, the weave, Nova Scotia, seeing the different sides and realizing we're on the right one. This just makes me excited to actually meet the people behind all this. Until then, I'll settle for cheering you guys on at your show tonight. I love a live performance. I still feel awful about pranking Theo while he was praying.
Messing with Theo's like a rite of passage. Nothing to feel bad about.
Plus, that was a good prank, Eli. The asphalt god desecrating a chapel while Kaijusis is watching is classic.
It felt disrespectful.
I didn't see that.
Legit praying to his god, and Pax had to pick up the pieces.
But serves her right. Their mess is a lot messier than our mess, Eli. We'll be dining out on their apologies for days.
Huh?
I don't know, man. I would have probably done the same in their place. I mean, we kept pestering them to find out what's on that damn data key. We're as much to blame for this as they are, I think.
Hard to disagree. It was sloppy plugging that thing into Puritan hardware wired up to a Pacifica network.
I don't know what any of that means. Do we think the Puritans have returned to Pacifica?
Oh, for sure. We're not supposed to set foot in the Republic. Diplomatic relations must be at an all-time low right now.
We might start a war?
Guard isn't justice.
Look, I don't know how that works, but they got caught red-handed inside the Republic. It doesn't matter who caught them.
Yes? I don't know. This is Utah. It's not justice country.
I just hope we never see those guys again. They were scary and very rude.
Got a minute?
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just figured you could use some TLC.
I think you are the one who needs a TLC. Man, Ziggy was mad. I mean, I get it, but I also see your side. Don't know how I feel about the Puritans showing up, though. I thought we were rid of those guys. I hope Theo's right about this being the last we see of those zealots. Now they've been spotted in the Republic. I'm guessing Justice is not too happy about that.
Spray paint.
I found this back in Nevada. I wasn't sure if that was the right time to talk about street art.
It's always the right time to talk street art, girl. Looks like a semi-gloss finish. Some of the guys I used to hang out with swore by matte paints, but I think they were just pretentious. Like, if we're doing graffiti, it may as well shine, right? Anyway, I'm gonna be tagging up all our campsites from now on.
Okay, the comic I'm not obviously giving to Noam.
Okay.
We're 2 for 2 with the Puritans. No blood drawn this time.
No punctured arms or head trauma, but if it's all the same, I'd prefer to not go another round in the ring.
Honestly, as long as the Puritans don't have their stupid barrier, they're not that hard. It's so surprising that we didn't fight the Puritans as our initial enemies for the combat tutorial. Even if they are so much stronger than the Horned Riders. Or you could have given us, maybe let's fight Puritan interns instead, so that they'll be like weaker than regular Puritans. That too. That could also be a good way to implement a tutorial. Yes, I feel like that would have been the best way. Plus, it would show us how everyone got their PTSD from nearly dying to the Puritans. Yes, that would be a good way to build up to their to how everyone was really stressed out in issue 0.
Something tells me they're going to be less amicable the next time. I look forward to cuddling up with a bottle of red in Nova Scotia and not worrying about being chased by bigots with big guns.
Why is this plus and minus? So they're actually giving me hints about how things work now? So what does it minus then? Minus homecoming maybe? Weird. That's the first time I've seen a plus and minus symbol. That's weird.
Eli, you really weren't intimidated at all by fighting the Puritans?
Of course I was. That's what made it fun.
Well then, better you than me.
You're British, right? So how did the disorder get his hands on you? I'm assuming you weren't also kidnapped by the government.
Huh. Bold assumption.
Ignore her. I was on holiday in the Americas with my folks when the big one hit. Aside from the Vox, we got out unscathed.
Being rich as fuck will do that for you.
Indeed. Intergenerational wealth has yet to meet a problem it can't solve.
Damn. I need to get my hands on some of that.
I picked this up in the mall. Well, Sai picked it up and handed it to me. Anyway, I thought you'd like it.
I didn't even realize they made holiday specials. As you know, I never cared much for holidays. Forced family bonding, mother criticizing my outfits, long flights to Hong Kong. Back when I still... But this is almost enough to put me in a festive spirit. That's saying something. And this has got to be absurdly valuable. It'll be a prized addition to my collection.
Sorry we've been slipping up on the new name. For the record, I like it, and I'll get better at sticking to it.
No need to apologize.
Anarchist minus.
I suspect people will need time to adjust. I'm not even sure I will stick with it. I've never had a name before. I'd be surprised if I got it right on my first try. While we're on a personal topic, there's something I've been wanting to talk to you about. I wasn't sure if I should bring this up, or when, or where. I know you've been keeping it a secret from everyone. You're with child. I wasn't able to detect this before the caretaker protocols were reactivated, but now that I have, I'd like to offer any assistance you may need. I know a few things about child rearing. It's part of my original programming. Of course, it'd be good if we could stop by a store that sells prenatal supplements, and perhaps you should consider some relevant exercises. Also, the violent fighting may not be the best thing for your unborn child. You should probably think about handing your bat over to someone else.
I don't want to have this conversation.
I understand. That's perfectly fine, Pax.
What? Mentor up?
Just know that I want to help, both because it's in my circuits, and also because I care.
Is that the right choice? Why did Mentor go up? Seriously, I don't understand some of these freaking codas.
We need to talk.
I guess we should talk about it.
We really
Biffed it.
messed up.
Crashed it and burned.
Screwed the pooch.
You, Theo.
We made a bad call. But thank you for taking responsibility. I wasn't sure how to bring it up without incurring everyone's wrath.
Speaking of, were you able to decipher anything from what we saw on the computer?
Encrypted data. Nothing I could recognize. But maybe that's for the best. The less we know. It was a bad idea to go looking in the first place, and it almost got us killed. I failed them all. Not just as a leader, but as a friend. They trusted me, they let me get close, and I let them down. They're right to be angry.
Okay.
Let go.
Excuse me.
I don't even know the best path here. Is there a reflection point?
That Puritan guy. The one who floated down in front of Jesus.
The adjunct.
Yeah, what's his deal? The vibes were difficult to read with all the lasers.
His deal is hot but evil.
The Puritans aren't very forthcoming, even internally. But he's the Overseer's second in command. Probably the only person she trusts.
Speaking of, are they...
You mean... entangled?
Entangled!
It's possible. It seems like it.
Isn't that weird, though? She's his boss.
And who was dating the leader of his pack of anarchists?
They're anarchists, I. The hierarchy probably worked a little differently.
Thank you, Noam. She's right, though. Patsy did almost kill us.
For what it's worth, the adjunct doesn't seem particularly happy. But then again, all those augmentations, they might have just cut the emotion out of him.
Dark, dude.
Found these in the mall. Immediately thought of you.
Why, though? I mean, you're not wrong. But I didn't realize I was this transparent. Sandalwood? Great scent. Second only to tobacco and teakwood. I'll save these for a quiet night at home. Working in purity was a special kind of hell, so I had to take pleasure in the little things. Knitting, good whiskey, high thread counts. scented candles. Not everyone can afford it, but at least they paid me enough to indulge. And clearly, I need to learn to unwind. Thank you.
I can still gift more. Let's not push my luck.
When do we need to be there?
The venue? Latest 9 for setup.
Are you really gonna play a concert tonight? After everything?
We have an obligation to the agency and the bar. If we don't show, alarms go off. People start looking for us.
Does it matter? We're almost out of the provinces. Once we cross the Rockies, we're home free.
We still have to get past the Rockies checkpoint into the Heartlands. If the message gets there before we
So we make a run for it tonight. We get through before they even know we didn't show. I mean, it'd be madness to do the concert, right? Right?
Pep talk.
Pax?
Guys, we can do this. Our last concert was a rousing success. We have some new material now, and we've been practicing. We'll do a good job, I know it.
Yeah, I guess it'll be kind of fun to see you guys play.
Can we heckle you? Throw rotten tomatoes, that sort of thing.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know, to keep you motivated? Tomatoes always kept me motivated.
What is wrong with you, kid?
Time for bed. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna have to probably do a mandatory song soon. But they only gave me 3 songs in the entire game. So are they gonna give me more or not? Main Street, oh boy, here goes. Can I get my button presses right? And which song should I use?
Good evening, Rangeley, Colorado. Thanks for coming out to Main Street. We're the Dustborn, your band for tonight.
You're gonna force us to play a new one, are you?
Chase the ghosts in the mean machine. We are the ghosts of this machine. Bouncing back along a severed line, chasing echoes of an older rhyme. This town's in a ghost town state. There are ghosts out walking late. Words for the demon inside of you, pursuing shadows of a darker view. We're all ghosts between time and reason, tracking echoes from another season. This town's in a ghost town state. There are ghosts out walking late. This town's in a ghost town state. There are ghosts out walking late.
Okay, not bad, but 14K is not bad. Okay, I missed a few long presses, but that's whatever.
We have been the Dustborn. Thank you.
Okay, wake up next to Noam is 50%. So I'm super excited to meet Betty. Overhearing the conversation is 78%. Okay. So dinner, Pax eavesdrops on Theo's conversation with his sister. Dealing with justice. Justice shows up in the diner and Pax must figure out how to deal with them. As things between Pax and the officers escalate, Noam steps in to save the day. That was inevitable, huh? 20% of people got this one. This is probably the most peaceful option. Because if you actually use your own vocals, it's probably going to be way more violent and stuff, huh? The crew decides to eat lunch before getting back on the road. Okay, with help of the crew, the Pax is able to get into the mall in New Jerusalem. Inside the mall, we meet Lottie, the custodian of the mall's secret library. Hang out in the abandoned mall, the crew can finally lower their shoulders and enjoy some downtime. Pax plays a video game with Ziggy at the mall arcade. I believe this requires you to make up with Ziggy to some extent or have her in idealist mode. I'm not sure. Theo joins in, 88% of people probably are on his friendship coda. In the middle of the night, Pax wakes up next to Noam and discovers that Theo is gone. Okay. Mr. President, Lottie's pet raccoon helps Pax get rid of a whole of Lottie's voice box, which grants Theo and Pax access to the security office. Sadly, this part is inevitable. We are forced to use Vox. Really do not like that. They attempt to figure out what's on the data key they brought from the raid in Purity, but are unable to decrypt it. Early the next morning, the Puritans arrive. Hours... Yeah, that's not good. There's nothing else after that? Really? Huh. Still, did I make all the right choices? I don't know. I'm so full of uncertainty. Feels like there's not many variations of how things could have turned out this chapter, other than in the diner. Yeah. Still, I'm just anxious about my choices. This game really railroaded me hard here. Yeah, I guess it was to force a fight with Purity to introduce us to how OP their soldiers are. Seriously. Are those things even humans, or are they people in armor suits or something? I don't know, because we could burn them with Hoax and Bitumon, so that means they have to be organic to some extent. I'm not sure. But they also do not look very human-shaped. Like, what are those shoulders? Yes, Issue 4 done. Oh man, broken promise because we tried to look at the disc. That was such a bad move. If we didn't do that, would the Puritans still manage to find us? Probably not. Damn it, we really fucked up. Yeah, but still, I'm glad that we actually had the option to have Pax try to take responsibility for this fuck up. I feel like that's a slight sign of positive character growth. Slight. But still, being forced to use Vox just because we get a new one just kind of sucks. Man, some of them could be pretty harsh. Like, using Bully for this one just seems like overkill. Like, damn. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Dustborn. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.